to the beginning. Time to pay some rent.
Day one, Love, Hope, Trust recording sessions. Here we go.
Good to
see you, man.
Yeah, it's gonna work.
Bro,
good to see you, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy, it gets small in here really fast. It's kind of cool because the band hasn't really played these songs, so nobody knows them except me, and Larry's heard them. And I think Larry has in his head sort of an architecture of what instrumentation and what orchestration he hears on them.
Time for drums.
But the guys really have a lot of input, so when we get down here, we'll just sit around with me playing the chords and they'll chart it out for themselves, and then we'll come up with an arrangement. Again, Larry's really involved in that, and is usually right.
Every time?
Yeah. So that should be the intro.
Okay.
Rather than coming in with something that's been rehearsed over and over and over, and we're kind of creating it on the spot. So it's a more interesting way to work, for sure. Even the chords will change, for certain sections, or sometimes melodies will change. The basic idea is still there, but as far as how we approach it, that could change drastically. Like, we might have one idea in our heads, and then Larry will pitch something, and we all go, oh my God, that's amazing, and it goes in a completely different direction.
Can you make that instead of an F sharp in the bass a regular D?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. The second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
And you should do the 5 chord there, I think. And then same thing
The last song we just recorded, by the time we ended up, it looks like this, which is complete chicken scratch. It just kept changing and growing, and ideas were coming. We just put them down, then we get it to tape before.
For the town where I was born.
That works, actually.
Wow.
That's so weird. It's like even the fills work.
This guy.
Yeah.
For the town where I was born.
Larry knows best.
Yeah, right.
Just like the old TV show.
I've had so many great experiences with Larry Campbell, and every time I've worked with him, there have been more than one magical moment, and this is no exception. Hearing him play and the way he creates a space for me to fit into that is priceless. To me, he brings out a whole nother side of me.
A producer on a record is like a director in a movie. Your first obligation is to understand the artist and what he or she is trying to accomplish.
I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah.
Find a way to feel what they're feeling. Be the objective person in the room that keeps the artist from getting in their own way. Anyone who hires me as a producer is familiar with my work. Their assumption is that I can have this sympathetic relationship with them because there's something in my work that they're attracted to. So my role then is to suggest arrangement ideas and be open to the artist's own arrangement ideas, but keep that objective eyesight. Roger's very good about letting me pretty well take the reins where arrangements are concerned. The suggestions he's had have been right spot on, and we're really cohesive on the same train of thought with this stuff.
All right, cool.
Cool. All right, so we're going to actually try this.
Yes, we are.
Crazy, man.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That cold and dark December night.
So once we get the arrangement, we'll come in here and we'll record the basic tracks. We'll do a number of takes. When we feel like we've got the one take that can be worked on, we'll move on. So we did 12 tunes that way, and then we were able to set Jimmy and Matt free and start working on overdubs. You know, my guitars, Larry's guitars, and mandolin, pedal steel, and violin, and cittern, and banjo. And then, of course, we were lucky enough to have Jason Crosby come in and play keyboards, and he's played on all 4 of my records now. I mean, the guy's incredible. He's played with everybody. Having Gil Goldstein, who's like a legend, come in and play accordion was just incredible. And then having Lucy, Kaplansky, and Teresa sing on it were just like a dream come true, making music at this level. Ben and Lawyer, who sang background on Mother and Son, I mean, just beautiful voices. And that was quite a session up at Justin's where they came in and just knocked it right out of the park on the first try practically, right? It took like 45 minutes, I think. The pièce de résistance was having Allie, my daughter, come and sing on 2 tunes. So we've reached sort of a level of real comfort in the studio. Everybody, me and Larry, but also guys in the band and just everybody who comes in. Having Justin here has been incredible. Running the sessions and just everything has gone so smoothly. Super fun, super creative, and I think everyone's had a good time.
Rose up toward the sky. 5 weeks of recording, everything in total, and it's going great. I couldn't be happier with all the parts, the arrangements, and the collaboration with Larry and Roger has been amazing. It's like they're cut from the same stone musically, with Larry's playing and arrangements, ideas, and the tonalities of all the instruments. The match is just great.
Yeah, this is great. Perfect guitar for that song. Exactly. Yeah. This has been an incredible experience. Roger's so easy to work with. He's got a healthy sense of entitlement and confidence, but he's really got no ego that gets in the way, making these songs and this music the best he can be. Open to all suggestions, and that just makes my job way easier. He's got a great studio to work in. Justin is engineering, who Justin and I are joined at the hip, you know, as a producer and engineer. He just knows what I'm thinking before I'm thinking it. And his band, you know, Matt and Jimmy on rhythm section, fantastic. They made these rhythm tracks real easy. You know, a little bit of direction and send them on their way, and there they go. I wish every record was like this.
I think every time I've worked with Roger, it's his best batch of songs yet, and I think that this still applies. Like, he's a hard worker who's also super creative and has a vision, so I think that translates to this batch of songs. It's got lots of different feels and vibes, but it's consistent with his writing throughout the whole thing. So it's like he's really creating a sound of his own.
You know, my inspiration for the songs comes from many, many different places. During the pandemic, I had a lot of time to write and reflect. Everything from the state of the world, which is not so great at the moment or doesn't feel so great, to historical topics like Sugarland was all about convict leasing after the Civil War. And I was watching a documentary and then I read some newspaper articles about it, and I just got super interested in that topic.
You are yawning by the fireside. Orange tongue.
And then, you know, my family inspired a bunch of the songs on the record. Multiply by 2 was written a few years back during a really cold winter, and we were all sitting around the fireplace. Johnny asked me who I loved more, him or Allie. I tried to answer that question in that song. They were both like kind of falling asleep, so it turned into a lullaby about how much I love them. And really the only old song was Walls Close In. I'm surprised that Larry chose that one, but I'm really glad he did. I wrote that at a time in my life when I was really just feeling so much pressure, which everybody feels from time to time, and just like it was like the walls were closing in. His idea for producing it was to make it like an Irish drinking song, like a bunch of people at a bar would sing, and I think it just came out great.
Gentlemen, your work here is done.
Really blown away by the quality of the songs, and I mean, some of them actually not only gave me chills but made me get all teared up. It's a really nice variety of sort of up tempo and serious, and but there's some ballads that are just really killer. So I was very, very impressed with the quality of the songwriting.
Feels like this record is made with a bunch of people that are all committed to telling a story, and it's like the parts all work with it, the solos work with it. It played out real nice, very enjoyable to work on.
In general, this stuff is top notch. It's as good as anything out there on the Americana charts right now, I think. Roger knows how to write a song. He really knows how to do it. He's a great singer. His guitar playing's gotten really good. He played all over the record. All the rhythm tracks are him, and a couple of great solos that he played too, lead lines. This is a particular joyous experience for me. This is why I do this, Looking forward to the next one.
Just incredible. It is really a mystery how it all unfolds. I feel really blessed to have gotten to work with everybody who came in and participated in this record. It's an honor, and I'm super pleased with the results.